Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we will be talking about server mergers. Basically every area is divided into 10 different servers. You have the first server. Let us talk about my main account, which is in server 354. There are 10 servers: 351, 352, 353, etc. up to 350. No, up to 360 I mean. As for this main account, 10 servers in one area. That doesn't change. With the server merger, you have the same area, but 5 of the servers in that area is compacted into one. That means that you have 5 times as many people doing the same things that you always used to do. If you were rank 1 on your server, you will now have 5 people, all who was rank 1 on their server, competing for that same amount of rewards that they were already getting. But there are some upsides and some downsides. Let us talk about them and let us log in. I will be logging in to server 288, the one that I made YouTube content on, the free-to-play account. That is now turned into server 58. That means that it has all of the servers from 286 to 290. Now let us go in. We are now logged in. We are still VIP 0. Festive offers, we don't talk about that, but camera view, we still need to be first person. Now there are some new things that you will always already notice. If we go into here, server merger, we will now get 2000 diamonds and 10 fighter badges that we can use in battle evolved right here. Battle evolved 10,000. We can claim some other rewards, but that is basically the most of it. The dragon has just reset. That means that you can do as much damage as you want until it goes up, but that is the easiest part to say about this, is that the dragon resets because you can't have 5 different servers with a different amount of damage, so they just turn it into, so they just reset the dragon completely. In a couple of months, this dragon will already be passing what you already had it up to. Because now you have 5 times as many people doing the same dragon that you already did. For guilds, now the guilds will be able to be filled up a lot faster. Before this merger, we had around 20 people active on the server. Now it is already up on day 1. It is already up to 52. It is getting up really quickly. So you can see here, kicked out, kicked out, kicked out. That is a lot of them that has been kicked out. And now a lot of them has already joined. We are currently... we used to be one of the strongest, but now you can see there are 2 different servers. This was 286. This was 281, I think. Now they have turned into, now all of the guilds can merge together as well, which is really nice. So now you can get a lot more expedition bags because a lot more people will be able to attack. That is pretty good. There are some upsides to it as well, but there are also some downsides. Let me go into Wasteland real quick. That should be the same, I think. Let me just see if I have some... Yeah, that is 57, 58. 57 and 58. This is still the same area that it already was. Let me go into Statue of Heroes rankings as well. It is the same area, but now you can see that the server ranking now has 5 different servers going into the same. So if you already were top 10 in the area, you will still be top 10 in the area because the area hasn't changed. The only thing that has changed is that there are now a lot more people on your server. Something else to consider is that the first down rewards has been completely changed. So now Now the first people who completed it is the people that has this one. So 4 servers who did the boss, if they did not kill it fastest, they have just been deleted from the leaderboard. Same with Infinity Tower, the people who did it first. I am actually the 13th. I was the 3rd, I think, to get it on. Well, this is pretty cool to see just how how well I actually did compared to the 5 servers and me as a free-to-play player. That is pretty cool. As for the other ones, it is still the same. Now we can actually try some dragging. Let us go to that. It is now 72. What you will be doing when it starts resets is that you want to be going for. Let me try this and see how this goes instead. You already saw how I did my dragon in the last video that I did. Now you can see how much damage I take without the dragon level being 390. So you can see just how much of an effect it has on the dragon damage when the servers are merged. I will just speed this up for you. The dragon is still not doing any damage at all. And you can see the chip damage on the boss's HP. None of the shields has been broken. By this point, one of my heroes was already dead. The shield was constantly getting deleted. But you can just see how much of an effect it has on the dragon level. Because every single level that the dragon goes up, it gets more damage, more attack, and more defense, as well as more HP. We should be able to kill this. That was really quick. Flame Dragon has been defeated. Oh, someone else did damage. Let me just skip so that it doesn't get affected. I did my inspire, yes. That's some damage. Let me try something out real quick. Now without a slow. He needs that. We can get whatever. Where's the agility dragon? Now we will get to see int again. Look at the damage. Absolutely insane. It is fun with the server when it merges, but this is basically where I'll be in ending of the dragon, because there's not much more that I can do there. Let me just claim some rewards. Claim all of the rewards, nice. But basically what I was going to say about the server mergers. Okay, so let's say that you were top 10 on your server beforehand. Now, and let us see what the top 10 rewards are. That is 10 gold keys in the Statue of Heroes right here. On Flame Dragon, the top 10 rewards are, as you can see, 1 spin and 2 gold keys. When the servers merge, what happens is that 50 players who all were top 10 will now have to compete to get the same rewards that they already had beforehand. That means that 40 players will lose progress when it comes to the server merger. It also means that if you were top 1 on your server, 4 people who were top 1 will not get the same rewards that they already had. It is pretty bad with your progression when it comes to personal progression, but it also has a lot of upsides with the fact that the expedition can get a lot higher, so that you can actually get some of these first down rewards that you haven't been getting in a long time. There are upsides and there are downsides. But for most cases, if you wanted to compete, if you did a lot of progress and you wanted that yourself, it is usually a negative thing, the server mergers, because you can't get to the same point that you already had. If you are a free-to-play player and you don't really have that insane progress as other people like whales or people like that, it is pretty hard for you now to get the same rewards that you already had beforehand. It is very bad for that for that sake. Let's say that you got 700 keys a month on your account. Now with a server merger, that might be going down 100 every single month, or even 150 every single month, because you can't get the same progress that you got beforehand. It really hurts your personal progression like that. But at least you get a lot more expedition bags and you get some easy dragon, but that doesn't really help, because in a couple months of time this dragon won't be easy anymore. It will be worse than the one you had beforehand, so you will get less gold, you will get less gold keys, you will get less spins, you will get less rewards from Statue of Heroes. It isn't good for your personal progression. So if you think that, you need to look at what a server merger actually is. If you don't care about your progression, if you are top 100 on your server and you don't really care about the gold keys, the spins, the progress, if you aren't even top 20 on your main server before the merger comes, you will struggle to be top 100 when it comes, so you lose out on that. But if you don't really care about your personal progression, you're fine just going ahead and doing it normally, as you have always done. No matter what you do, it can't change that, but at least you get a more active guild. So if that is what you want, if you want a more active guild, if you want a more friendly playstyle, and you want a lot more people to chat with in the world chat and have a lot more fun on the server mergers are great if you want to. But as I already said, you lose out on your main normal progression unless you are the top player in that area. The area rankings are still the same, but the server rankings, 5 players need to compete for the same rank that you already had beforehand. And if you are not able to compete with other players, you kind of just lose out on your progress. So that is where I'm going to end up this video. There are some upsides. There is a lot of upsides to server mergers, but there are more downsides than upsides. So keep that in mind. I did not have a script for this video. This was all improvised and I like that kind of. and I had a lot of problems with my camera, but at least it got fixed. So anyways, if you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. And still, what I gotta say is that if you like your personal progression, server mergers is not a good thing. If you just want to have fun on your server, if you want to get more expedition bags, if you want to have a lot more of an active community to play with on your server, server mergers is a great thing. It is also a great thing if you do not care about your rankings, if you are playing not a normal account, or if you just like with a normal account. I mean, like, let's say that you use just one hero like Thanatos. Well, my internet just poofed out, but I can just end off this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next time.